Hello guys, welcome to Binary Beast. So you won't believe what I'm shooting this one more time because of some disturbance. Okay, so let's start. This was my previous project. Okay, so as we know that we this is the last part, the part three of our portfolio project. In this, we'll be actually learning of how to integrate the blogging as well as how to add the static files for uploading the resume and your pictures. So yeah, and after this, I think our whole website will be completed. So let's start. I'll be first opening the CMD where we'll be starting the project. So it's in our D drive. The name is I think portfolio again. Okay, so and in the portfolio again we'll be activating the scripts and activated. Now we'll be heading back and this is the portfolio. In the portfolio we will be actually moving to the we'll be first starting the server. Okay, so after we starting the server, we will first see that what we have actually done is still there or not, because it happens sometimes that the code was actually running on Friday, but it stopped on Monday. Okay, so it's not in our case. Our code is working fine. So, but now the links are not working, and also if like there is nothing for blocks. So if we write blocks, we are not heading somewhere, and obviously it is the case because we have not coded anything yet. So first, let's just complete that part where we write blocks and we will be heading somewhere. So for that, it's very easy. Now you all know the basics, so it will be pretty simple for you guys. In the URLs, this is the main URL of the portfolio. Okay, this is not the project. Sorry. We have to open my project. This was my old project, by the way. Okay, so in the projects, if I go portfolio again, portfolio, and let's just open this portfolio. Okay, select folder. Okay, so now we are in the right spot. Okay, so in the portfolio, if we go in the URLs, in the URL, see there is nothing for blocks. So for adding the blocks, it's simple. We have to just write path blocks and it is going to redirect me somewhere, so I have to write that path as well. So for redirecting me to blocks, I have to include for every URL. Okay, but to include, there is a library for include, which means I'm explaining how it will work. Let me just first complete it. Include, and I can write simply blog.urls, and in the blog.urls, where it is in the blog. Okay, so there is not, I think there is not URL, so I have to first just create a folder of urls.py. I'll just copy everything and I'll paste it here. I just need a single line, but still I've been copying all the stuff. I do not need all this. I do not need admin. I even don't need all the static files and everything, but still I'm keeping it for safe purpose. Typical Indian mentality. Okay, so it's done. I don't need the admin also. I don't need this. I don't need this. Okay, there's nothing left. So yeah, we can just write path, and I can write what I can write. I don't need any of this, I think, but I have to redirect from this to the views, because so that I have to redirect here as well. So what I can write is views dot blocks. Okay, I don't know it will work or not. I'm just trying it first. If I'm writing view dot blocks, and if I'm coming here and if I'm writing here def blocks, so def blocks uh, request render return render request, and I'm just explaining what I'm doing first. I also have to try out, that's why. And if I'm doing something as let's say, is there any template? There is nothing template, so I'll be just maintaining something where blocks.html. First I have to make it. Okay, so what I'll be doing is new folder, and I'm making a new folder of templates, and in that templates I'm creating a new files of blocks.html. I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to blogs. Let me just see whether everything is working fine or not. So see, what I've done till now is that in the settings.py, sorry, not settings, in the urls.py, which is the main URL of the setting, I am doing something where I'm including all the blogs URLs. If the user writes blogs, that is in this case, blog is not defined. Okay, no problem. It's okay. Uh, just a second. Why it is showing that, it's showing me error that blog is not defined. It's okay because we have not imported the blogs. So what I can do is that just a second. Okay. Include, I thought that it would like detect the blogs.url, but okay, it's not detecting. We can't do anything in that. What we can do is, if I write something as from, I don't know, okay, I'm just trying, from dot import blog, will it work? Let's just see. It will come reloading and then we can, it will again get started. Okay, cannot import blog from portfolio, no problem. Okay, we have to write something here. Let me just like take a reference because okay, we just missed the single quotes. It's fine, it happens. Okay, then we got another error named as name views is not defined. Okay, that's okay because in the blogs, in here we have not imported the views. So from what we can do here is that we don't need any of this. We have to just write that from dot import views. Let's see. Okay, now the server is working, at least for me. Let's just refresh this. Okay, and if I write here blogs, welcome to blogs, so I will explain what I have done. Okay, see, if this was a main profile, see, I just explained in my first video that there is a main project and there are two apps. The name of two apps is that first one name is blog, that is shown here, and the second one is named as display, and the main project is named as the portfolio. So in the URL of the main project, that is the portfolio, I added something that I termed as blogs. So whenever the user will write blogs, I will include the whole blogs URL. Now what I meant from this was that when I wrote blogs, it redirected me to the blogs.url, which was this one. And in that default one, that is when it was nothing, I got redirected to views.blogs, which was this one. And from here I got redirected to blogs.html. It is very complex but very easy to understand. And then I at last got here. Okay, slightly complex, but try to understand it. It is very simple. From here, what I'll do is that first of all, from the original, the display templates, I will just copy everything. Okay, this was my display templates. I'm copying this and I'm pasting it in the okay, I'm pasting here everything. Okay, I don't mind. In that, what I don't need is that I don't need the main section now, because I'll be just showing, I'll be just showing why we don't need this. Okay, if I'm saving this, I'm going to then okay, we have like this will be a blogs page where we will write various blogs here. So here, if I write something as in the division, like if I write something not in the header, so if I write as h1 uh, bridge blog. Okay, now I'll be just like making it the center one. Okay, it's okay, it's okay. It'll be just that I don't know, just a second. I'll be just making it as a class text center. Okay, it's on center, and then we can use like I saw it in a tutorial that to write all the blocks, that should be a separator or something. It's okay because I've also learned it from somewhere. So what I can do is that, okay, so from all our blocks will be after this line. So for that, we saw in our previous video as well that we have to like first we make a model that is very simple in Django. What you can do is that we've already created our model, Now let's see in the admin whether it's there or not, because we need to like be sure of it. Okay, this is a login page. I forgot the password. I think it was hello world. Yeah, no thanks. Okay, so in the blogs, let's see if there are any blogs. Yes, there is a blog. Okay, so we don't, let's create one more for a safety purpose. Okay, see, let's choose a image. So they, they choosing this image. Title, don't quit. uh Time, it's okay, today's date, today's time, and description, just don't. What just happened? It's on, right? Yeah, okay. Just don't quit. Okay, if I'm saving this, okay, and if I am getting in the admin to see whether our blog was saved, or yes, it is being saved. There are two blogs now, so we don't need to worry about anything. So now we just, what we need to worry about is that whether it's displaying or not. Now to display, the procedure is really simple, as I just told, because it's like in the views.py. What we need to do is that uh, from dot import models, or what we can do is that from models import, the name of our model was blogs. Okay, so blog blog is equal to blog dot objects. By writing just this line, we got both the objects which I defined in my that the object, as I just, when I just told you, right, there are now two instances. Just writing this line, our both instances got transferred to this block. It's really that simple. Okay, we got here blog. Now when we got in here, uh, now the procedure is really simple. You got it right, what we are doing. Basically in the views.py, I am transferring all the objects to this block, and when I am returning to the blocks.html, I am transferring this block as my parameter by the name of blog. If I even change this name of blocks to all blocks, that means that my blocks that was defined here is transferred by the name of all blocks. Okay, so I'm writing here for writer in all blocks dot all. We have to write all. Okay, that's just coincidence of name that this was all and this was all. Okay, but we have to write this all, so that all the objects will be defined and it can be iterated. Okay, so and for, and when I like when I am here, I can write writer dot, I forgot the name, so oh, sorry, writer dot, I can say title. Okay, let's just see for the title whether it's working or not. Okay, if I'm refreshing, okay, uh no models. Okay, no problem, no problem, it's okay. In the views.py, I have not saved this one, that's why. And also from dot models, let's just refresh it again. Okay, it's working fine. Let's see. Yeah, I got one, right, the blog one and don't quit. This were the two like the titles. If I want to separate them, I can just write the br tag so that they get separated. So that here I can write br, and let's just write every information written in it. So this was our title, and then what we can do is that in h4 tag we can write writer dot, I'm forgetting the names, writer dot date and description. Okay, I'll remember it. Writer dot date and h4 writer dot, I forgot again, description, sorry. I have to do something because I am forgetting very. Okay, so now it's done. this was our block 1, block 2. What about the image? We want to display the image as well, right? Yeah, so it is also simple. I think we did it, and I think we did it when we were doing the jobs. So this can be your task to do it on your own and see whether you are getting it or not. If you get it, all the best, like congratulations. If you do not get it, it's okay. Some are slow learners like me. I'm also a very slow learner. Okay, so let's see. After I can say after the date we can display the image. Okay, not body, image. Sorry for the noise. Okay, so in the source what we can write is that writer dot image dot url. I don't know whether the name was image or not. Okay, the name was image and I think it will work. I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay, it's not getting it's okay. So what am I doing something wrong? Writer, if I did is writer image src writer dot image dot url. Okay, sorry, I forgot the tag. Okay, now we get it. Okay, so this was the thing. We got our blocks now. What we can do, or what I can give you the task is that can you do something like, we don't want the image here, but what we want is we want to convert this blocks to a url, and when I click on that url it should redirect me to somewhere where there will be a more detailed more detailed description of the block. Okay, so that's a task for you if you can do it. I'm going to end this series now, so I'm making it little fast. I'll be like explaining you how to add the the static files, so that you can easily upload your resume here as well as the image in the home page. Okay, so I'm making it really fast. To display the, like to insert the static files, the procedure initially is slightly tough. Okay, the procedure which is in like initial procedure, the configuration is slightly tough, but then it is really simple. So for that what we need to remember is that we need to create a static folder first. That will be in our project one. Okay, so here, okay, sorry then in here if we create a new folder, if I name it as static. Okay, and is it created? I don't know. Yeah, it's created. Okay, in the static folder I can copy some images. So I've already copied a few images. I can just copy it down again. I'm getting it back here. So in my downloads, I think I had my resume. I'm just copying it. I'm coming back here. Portfolio again. Portfolio static. I'm pasting my resume here. I'm just renaming it to resume.pdf. Okay, and then I'm taking one image. Okay, this is like the time pass image. Okay, so in the portfolio again, this is my portfolio. This is again my portfolio static, and I'm pasting it here. Images.pdf. It's okay. So now we are done. We, like in the static folder, we have our images, two images. One is our display image, other is our resume. Okay, so first of all we need to configure it. Now how to configure it? In the settings, in the, like, if you remember, we had added our media root. So there was a media root and there is a media url, but there is just a static url. Why? This is not, we need to add static root as well. So just copy it, just paste it, and just name it as static root, and here just rename this media to static. It's done. It's that simple. Done. Just one more thing, but that static files underscore dirs, let's stand for directories. Okay, and just copy this line one more time in here. Okay, now I think it's done, but before that we have to stop. Okay, uh, the static directory should not contain static root settings. Let me just see what's there. Okay, I've done in my previous one. I don't know whether it's like, I also don't remember everything. For reference I used to just, okay, it's done. See, in the static we don't need to write directly the statics, we have to write the complete path. The complete path stands for in like the static is the static which we had just created, it is under the portfolio directory. Okay, so we have to mention it here as well that it is in the portfolio static. Now I think there should not be any problem. First of all, we have to write python manage.py collect static, so it will like assemble all the static files and a new folder will be created as you just saw. It's done. And if I write python manage.py run server, okay, it's running, but to see whether we are actually able to load the static files or not, what we can do is that first of all we'll go in our display. In the display we'll go in the home HTML and we have to first load our static files. Load static files, and here in the resume there is a link which we have not yet mentioned. It's easy, we can write simply static, and here we can write resume.pdf. So let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, cannot parse the remainder resume. Okay, sorry. In the like the I think the formatting is not right. I don't know yet, but let's see. I think the curly braces are not there. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, so we got it. The single quotes were not there. Okay, remember that. Also remember the trial and error. That means that if you're not so sure of the syntax, just try to change some little small changes, like to change the slight modification. It will work. Definitely it will work. Okay, so we got a resume. Now let's just add the image and then we are done. Okay, so to add the image, what we can do is that where is the mail one? Yeah, I got it. So just add image. I don't know, I have a habit of closing. I know it's not needed, but still I want to close it. In the sorry, in the source, what we can do is that just add the similar, like I don't want you to remember everything and anything, so that just copy this, okay, and just paste it here. Static, just name, just rename this to, I think it was image.jpg. I don't remember exactly, but okay, it was not image, it was I think jpeg. What was the name? Images. Sorry. It's not loading. Okay, it's loading. So we got our, like, we got the thing running. Okay, so now what we just need is that the LinkedIn and the GitHub profile, because that's not loading. And also sorry, we want to add the link to the blogs in our main page, because the user might not know, right, that if we have to write blogs here and then it will redirect me. Let me just code it really fast for you guys. Okay, so it's very simple. Okay, what we can do in here is that let's just copy this, get in here, blogs, just write blogs, it's done. See, copy blogs, he got redirected. That simple it is. And in the GitHub you have to just write your own GitHub. Okay, this is mine, you can write your own, don't write mine. If you want, just follow me. Okay, I will make more and more repo, and every project which I make is open source. So if you want to copy my code and if you want to learn something, modify, just give me a request, a pull request, and I will access to my code, and you can merge in as well. So everything is done. This is our LinkedIn profile, we have set it. Okay, this is my LinkedIn profile, you can set yours. This is the GitHub profile. Okay, and then this is our blogs, this is our resume. We can download in as well. Okay, if the user has to see your, you can download it. Okay, resume, and it's downloaded, so that's also a perk. And then we have all our achievements. So that's it, guys. I think this is well suited for beginners or intermediate in Django. We created your own portfolio from scratch to this much level. So if you understood it and if you think that you can make anything from this. And if you want to post it anywhere, just tag me, okay? Hashtag binary beast. So that's it, guys, from me. And please mention in the comment if you want to learn something else in Django as well. I'll make a video on it. That's not a problem. Okay, thank you guys, and support me. I want to cross 100 subscribers by end of this year. That's 2019. That okay, you got it right. Okay, bye.